Game on.
Bo Anderson. You talk about the experience that the younger players are now getting week in, week out. It's unlikely. I mean, let's be honest, that the Anderson brothers are not going to be able to come over here and play on the tour regularly, but they are shining lights in the DPA, the organisation in Australia. And this will be a valuable experience for them, which will stand them in good stead. I mean, we'll see the pair again, I'm sure, at the Sydney Masters in August. But they are carrying the flag for Australian darts here at the World Championship.
It would be great to see them both. And there's Carl, Bo's brother, already done the $9 this week, so he's got a few quid coming. But it would be nice to see him on the tour, Stuart. I totally agree. You know, perhaps there's a corporate sponsor down under that wants to give him a leg up, because they're colourful characters and it spreads the word.
Yeah. As I say, realistically not going to happen, but
96.
You never know. They may just have a month here, a month there, and play 5 or 6 tournaments. But they've been
58.
2 of the faces of the World Championship so far, Kyle and Bo.
You feel he needs another treble.
140.
Great setup from Robert Thornton, has really asked the question of Bo Anderson here. Shanghai on 20s, and that's not a bad miss. He found the treble from there, hit it first dart with his previous leg. He closes his eyes when he threw it. He knew it was a good dart, just over pitched by about a quarter of an inch. So Thornton comes back to finish the set off.
Game show in the first set. Robert Thornton.
Yeah, he's got to hold on to his throw strong here, like you said, Stevie. If he goes 2 sets to 0 down against the experience and the scoring power of Robert Thornton, I think it'd be a long road back. But I have to say, great performance from Richie Burnett. It's wonderful to see that man back on some form. He is one of the big characters in the game. He's such a funny man, really is.
Well, and that perfect example of that. Well, let's just see if Anderson can hit a 180. During the interview, he was asking when he plays. He admitted he had a habit of turning up on the wrong day. 27th of December, Richie Burnett will play either Kim Huybrechts or Ian White. The winner of this takes on either John Part or Wes Newton in the last 16. Brilliant darts! The way he flung that last one, he meant it, didn't he?
There's certainly some force behind the arrows that Bo Anderson throws. They certainly ain't going to fall out of the board once they're in. That's what you mustn't do, though, Stu. You know, you hit a lovely maximum, you follow it up with a bad score. What you're doing, and you're opening the door for someone like Robert Thornton, what we call come over the top of you, hit a big score.
95.
Well, the 91. Interesting, 25 on board with the first. He's gone that. He's hit the 17. Well, big 20 sets it up.
51.
Chance here for Thornton to break the throw.
One of the best in the business in the 100 to 120 range, Robert Thornton.
Game show the first leg. Robert Thornton.
And the stats are the good reading here. 6 140s, 3 180s, and only 4 tons. And there it is. This set, both players over the 100 average. And when you can say that you've got more 140s and 180s who have tons to it, that shows you where the scoring power is.
Early hours of the morning in Perth. Bo Anderson's family all crowded round the TV, watching the Sky coverage live on Fox Sports. His mum and dad, his wife Melissa, 4 kids all there, cheering him on. But he is playing a world-class darts player tonight. Thornton, you can just see in the background, struggling a little bit with the heat, I think, maybe on the stage. It is hot in the arena tonight.
Yeah, he is blowing a bit, Stuart. I think he's a little bit under the weather. The words come through, and you can see that when he's blowing a lot and overheating. He'll want to finish this game as quick as he can, because as it goes on, that could wear him down. And this is where Bo Anderson going to take this set, make the game go on as long as you can now, really wear Thornton down.
All about concentrating, isn't it, for Thornton, getting the job done. Under the weather. The heat of the stage, the heat of the battle. But he's playing well. Tops for the set.
100. Well, you require 124.
A big shot out for Bo Anderson. Do you feel to stay in the second set? He's got to take it out. Well, he's going to get a dart at least at the bullseye. Didn't bother about the treble, now the bullseye.
75.
And you can see by the expression on his face that it weren't close.
20.
Thornton now, well, if he's going to miss, we keep saying it, he's going to miss the 10s, just outside. Give yourself a nice guide. He's chased at the 5s. One dart left.
Game show in the second set.
Getting a bit of fresh air, cool air, to try and cool down. He's stood behind Anderson now, wiping
80.
the sweat off his brow, off his head, the Scot. But he's doing okay. He's doing better than okay. You were talking about the top half of the draw and how it's opened up. I was mentioning that the winner of this plays John Part or Wes Newton. And that little group is in the same quarter as Michael Smith and Peter Wright. So for someone out of the names I've just mentioned, a place in the semi-finals.
140.
And certainly Robert Thornton, the way he's been playing, will have one eye on that, there's no question. He is playing some good darts, but as the game goes on, and it is a sign that he is under the weather, it's not just the heat that's getting to Thornton, because he's played on this big stage, and Blackpool at the Winter Gardens for the match play, it gets really hot, probably the hottest stage. He can play up there no problem, so it is him being under the weather a bit, because I can assure you, Robert Thornton just gets on with the game. He's not a whinger, Stuart, is he?
57.
Well, we understand that Thornton actually asked if he could have a break, an unscheduled break, after this third set. Normally the breaks in the best of 7 are after sets 1, 2 and 4, but Thornton has now agreed that he will play on after this set. Really struggling.
45. Robert, you require 120.
The Scots in strife, but still playing extremely well. For 3 sets to nil. Brilliant darts.
Robert Thornton.
Well, I'd like to see him later on in the tournament when he's 100%. Russ Bray there just having a word with Robert Thornton, asking if he was okay. He's closing in on victory. He's 3 sets to the good. We've got to see now whether he can last the pace, Rob.
Well, I think what it might be a little bit down to is, I mean, it was only 18 months, 2 years ago that Robert Thornton had pneumonia and was in hospital and quite serious. And, of course, when you have pneumonia, there's always going to be hanging around your chest, and perhaps the heat is bringing on a little bit of a tight chest. Not a job for him to breathe too much, so... but you know what? You've got to keep the fluids going in, Stu, you know, the water and that. But sometimes I think that we should have perhaps energy drinks on this stage instead of just straight water, you know, so you can get a bit of a boost of sugar just to keep the old levels up.
45.
That's certainly something to be considered, isn't it? The finishing line is in sight for Robert Thornton. He wants to win it in this set. He's doing his level best to win it 4-0.
100.
And plus to it, you know, with him feeling a little bit under the weather, he's possibly more relaxed.
$186, $187 for Robert Thornton. Gotta say, in the circumstances, it's terrific for Thornton.
88. Robert, you require 36.
To break the throw. To break the throw.
Game shown the first leg. Robert Thornton.
One leg away from the next round.
Thornton.
Grand Slam of Darts final. Very much in the mix, Robert Thornton, for a tilt at a World Championship final.
57.
But when we talk about scoring power in the game, at the top of the game now, we say you need the scoring power, otherwise you're not going to win anything. Robert Thornton, 14 140s, 7 180s, so 21 scores. That's another 140, so that's 22 and only 12 tons. That is prolific power scoring from Thornton, as Bo Anderson puts in his third maximum. Tremendous scoring game, Stu.
582 180s in total last year.
Only require 124.
Well, he's under the weather. He doesn't feel well. He doesn't look too good. But the darts are exceptional, averaging 112 in this set. And here he is throwing for the match. To win it. Brilliant dart from Robert Thornton. What a performance. He lost only 2 legs in the match. He is struggling. He is not very well, but he has just played some irresistible darts with a 99 average, and Thornton cruises into the last 16 of the World Championship.